There's only so many times I'm gonna be trying to avoid pressing the record button and writing a script and trying to be ready for this. So I just pressed record and here we are. I'm Tim and this is the first video I'm ever making. My idea for this channel, these videos and everything is to test the knowledge about the universe that I've learned so far, to see on myself how all this works out. I have absolutely no expectation as to what this is gonna become. Of course, there are things that I would love it to be. I would love to be, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that this is fun for me right now and it's exciting for me right now. And I'm facing my fear right now. And this is fun right now. This is what I want right now. Me not agreeing to go to regular work. Well, not agreeing is not really a good word. It's rather being unable to adjust to circumstances. One of the concepts that I'm trying to do here is starting with what you have. I would love to have a great studio and everything, but I have this. I have my grandparents' kitchen. I'm just bumping from place to place, trying to find myself and to see where I land and just trusting that it's gonna be working out. So start with what you have. And you may think that you don't have enough, but really you always have enough. Me starting this, everything has led me to this point, probably. And this is me overcoming my fear. During my life, I've been accumulating things. You can actually look at your life like a metaphor of a butterfly. At first, it's a caterpillar. And the caterpillar's nature is, well, destructive. It accumulates, it goes around the world and eats everything on its path. But then it goes into a cocoon. It thinks, it processes, it transforms itself, and then it becomes a butterfly and it flies. And the nature of a butterfly is symbiotic with nature. So instead of destructing, the butterfly spreads life tenfold or 100-fold more than it did as a caterpillar. But the nature is as it is. First, you accumulate, then you transform, then you share and spread. This is my attempt of doing so. So starting with what I have is not really nothing. It is what I've accumulated through my life. And when I look at it, my life looked like complete random set of things, of actions. I had no idea what I was doing, like absolutely. I did a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it seemed fun. And I was looking for myself. And my girlfriend at some point told me, you may not know why it's happening, but it's you. Maybe at some point you will come to a realization of why this is so. And here I am, knowing why this happened. I've been doing photography. Hence why I have a good camera in front of me, a light. I've learned a little bit and I'm so grateful for this. I'm like so happy. It makes me really excited that I already know this. Start with what you have is really not zero. It's a lot that you've already accumulated in your life. Also, too many items and too many accumulations actually make it tougher for you sometimes to choose. Because I have a camera and all this gear, so I can do this. But then I decided to buy a phone because I thought it's gonna be just a little bit easier, carrying the phone rather than the big camera and setting up all these things every time you try to record something and everything. And then today I arrived in the conclusion that it's actually a distraction. Because before, I knew I wanted to go to YouTube and make these videos horizontal. But buying a phone made me think, maybe I would do it on Instagram and social media and make it a vertical video. This is double work. So I'm back at original plan. Don't overthink it. Act on your excitement, on the impulse that's here and start with what you have. I've always been doing this mistake, always gathering stuff before I started thing. And you know what? I ended up with a lot of stuff, nothing done. Trying to switch this around now. How did I arrive at finally making my first video? I woke up at my grandparents' place and just kind of relaxed, went on with my daily routine, yoga, journaling, meditation. And these things, guys, they really work. Like whatever you're doing in your life, do yourself a favor and introduce meditation, journaling, yoga. Don't introduce these three at once, just do one. And it's really good. Meditation, yes. And for some people, it may be really hard. I have ADHD. It was hard for me at first to focus on 2 minutes, but you can do it. You can do it. Now I'm doing 20. It works, really. And after I allowed myself to just sit and relax in the morning, just be with myself after I did the morning routine, I kind of went on with how I feel, you know? So I started looking into my stuck anger in the body. Then that led me to research about laziness and avolition, which is amotivation. And it just hit me, you know, all these things that are part of my life. It's all about making the first step without knowing where it's gonna lead and what's gonna happen. Just making the baby step. So to sum up, life is a spiritual journey. So to sum up, take 554 or whatever. So to sum up, what I want to talk about is the spiritual life journey and sharing the knowledge that I've learned so far. And I don't know how that's gonna happen. I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. I just trust that it's gonna work out. That's how I feel. That's how I want to do it. That's what I want to research. That's what I want to share, you know? I have a complete fear in not knowing what to say now. I just trust it's gonna work out in some way. And on the last note, you know, you're unique. You should really stop beating yourself up for not living up to a society standard, for not following a path that someone else told you is true. Every path, every person is unique. You are unique, and you should start looking for that uniqueness within you rather than trying to follow someone else. Big hugs, a lot of trust in myself, in you. We'll all be okay. One day. That is today. Because that's all there is. Now. Peace. I'm making so many stops. I will swear I will cut it because I just don't know how to do this. It's a little bit of stress that I'm experiencing in this video. A little bit of fear and a little bit of I'm learning, but just do it. Just do it. Trust yourself. You'll be okay. Peace.